What's going on? Tectonic Edge here, playing some more Mono Green Tron, the Genie variant right now. Got the die roll nice. So let's see this opening hand. Get to declare our companion. So put Jegantha in the companion zone. Always tempted to say the command zone there like I'm playing EDH, but it's something different. So we'll see what our opponent's up to. Are they going to be running a companion as well, or are they not? Waiting for our opponent. Oh, they're playing a Orphan Guard deck. Last time I played this ended up being a control deck. So we'll have to see on that. This is 2 Tron lands, but not Tron. Always tempting, but I think we mulligan trying to get to Tron. This is also not Tron, so we'll dig a little bit deeper. Even less Tron. Oh, this is 2 lands and search, so we're going to keep it. We did not get to Tron here. I'm not going to go to 3 in this one. We'll get rid of this, and the relic. So this was a little bit rough. We'll start off with the power plant into the expedition map, though. Ideally, we're hoping to draw a Tron land. Alright, blue-red, interesting. Still leaning towards control with that companion, but we will see. That's not going to get us what we want. So we are going to take this opportunity to play out the chromatic sphere. We could crack the expedition map, but I would prefer to try and dig a little bit more for another Tron land. Just because that gets us any Tron land we want. Right, there's a snow-covered island into an opt. Makes sense. Definitely thinking this is a control build. Blue-red control, apparently. So, something good? Nope. Well, we'll go ahead and crack for green. We're not guaranteed a land drop here, so we will go ahead and crack the expedition map. I was hoping for a land, but we'll take just anything at this point. It's going to pause here for a moment, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. Oh, there it goes. Grab and Urza's Mine. Play it out and run out a Chromatic Star. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he's holding up counter spells. He does have to question whether we drew the Tron land because I went and fetched, but I just wasn't willing to miss a land drop there. We could have tried digging the Chromatic Star, but that was not a guarantee. Alright, we'll go ahead and crack for green. Go for the Ancient Stirrings. We will take an expedition map. Although I was hoping for a land there. We'll go ahead and run out both of these. Definitely looking like blue-white control. We are definitely in a rough matchup here. This should be an Archmage's Charm, and he's going to draw 2 more cards. Or not. Maybe just want to hold the counter spell and go for an opt. Alright. So we will have Tron next turn. And we should be able to play the Jegantha. Unless they're going to return the expedition map to our hand. Yep, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we've got to hope for a good top deck, which we did not get. Go ahead and crack for green. Oh, but we did get it. Very nice. Do we think they have Force of Negation? We're going to bet that they don't have it. They have it. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. We would have been much better served going for a creature, but is what it is at this point. Ooh, they are stuck at 3 lands, so that is interesting. Karn is also an interesting card. We'll go ahead and crack this for green. Just to see what we draw. We're going to make ourselves a little weak to land destruction here, but from what I've seen, this is probably the one deck that still can run Field of Ruin, but I haven't seen a lot of Field of Ruins recently. So we're going to go for the mana ramp, because that's a net neutral. Then we'll go ahead and try and cast the Jegantha. And we're setting us up for landing something next turn because we should be able to cast both the cards in our hand. And it lands. Nice. They are definitely looking for mana right now, though. Archmage's Charm to draw 2 cards. Alright, so they could have counted it, but they're short on mana, and they are digging for more. So they probably have some Cryptic Commands in hand, some of the larger Planeswalkers. Them being on 3 mana is definitely helping us out here. Oh, and there's the 4th mana. So, gonna be a Jace, it looks like. Yep. And I'm gonna return a creature to my hand. We'll go ahead and crack this for green, just see what we get. Excellent. We land that. We will go ahead and put out this worm coil engine. We're going to get a pithing needle here. Naming Jace the Mind Sculptor. So they can still technically use the Jace, but they're going to have to sacrifice the Teferi. We shall find out if that's worth it. And they're going to have to leave the worm coil up. Alright, they're going to return the worm coil to my hand. Interesting. Get another land. So that may indicate they have another one to play. Which is worst case scenario. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, counter that spell if it has the same converted mana cost as the revealed card. Alright, so that is interesting. Let's check. Oh, they're running Terminus. That's good to know. Ah, because they can counter a 6-drop. Alright, I see their plan. So, because they have that Flooded Strand out, they can go put a card on the top of their library. So they'll go Flooded Strand, Mystic Sanctuary, and put a card on the top that happens to have the correct converted mana cost. So that is actually pretty powerful. We will take the opportunity to run out of forest. And let's think about how we want to do this here. We should have one extra mana. So we can play this. We have a cryptic command on top. That's all right. That's good information to have. Crack it for green. Ugin. I like the Ugin. It'll give us 3 mana to toy around with. So we're going to go for something we want them to try and counter. Let's go Liquid Metal Coating. We will cast the Liquid Metal Coating. Yep. And they are going to get back. Do they have a 2-drop? I don't see a 2-drop. Force of Negation. Alright. So they're going to try and draw a card. Yep. Alright, I'm not sure how that card got revealed, but we'll see. Oh, it's okay, that was the... Yep. So, yeah, and then they Force of Negation, getting rid of a Jace, which is not being used right now. Nice. But the good news is, that pretty clearly clears the way for the Sugan. And they're going to scoop to that. Sweet. Alright, we'll go to sideboard. I forgot about the counterbalance for a second there. Why is this Aether Mage's Charm getting revealed? Because that's the card on top of the deck. So yeah, we'll take in the Veil of Summers. I still like the relics, especially if they're going on counterbalance, so we'll take out the Spatial Contortions. Maybe some argument for Nature's Claim here. What would I pull out for a Nature's Claim? Not much. All right, we're going to run it as is. This is the second control matchup I've had in this league, which is interesting. It's weird to see him running the companion, the Orphan Guard, because I'm pretty sure they can't have Snapcaster Mages in the deck if they're running that companion. Which seems incorrect, but I could be wrong since this is the second time I've run up against it. I guess they do have another way to get things out of the graveyard now with Mystic Sanctuary, so Snapcaster Mage may have been a little on the extraneous side. I don't know why the chat log opened. But yep, we will declare our companion and get started here. Game 2. That's 2 towers and a Hex Drinker, but no color sources, no search, so we will go ahead and mulligan this. Into a 1 Tron land relic, but relic search, but no other land, so a 1 lander isn't really a keepable hand. Into Tron Enhance, which we will definitely keep. We'll get rid of the Sylvan Scrying and an Expedition map. We'll still have an extra Expedition map, which will be very nice. Turn 1 Mystic Sanctuary. Alright, well, if you're going to play it early, that is the time to play it. Extra power plant, so we'll start off with the mine into the Expedition map. There's 2 lands. So much power plants. Is this going to be an opt, or are they going to leave 2 mana up? There's the opt. Double opt, nice. Alright, there's the 3 islands. We're going to hold up the expedition map. Play the tower. We'll try and land the worm coil engine. Ideally, they go for the path instead of a counterspell, because I wouldn't mind getting the green mana here. Omen of the Sea. They're going to scry 2. They're looking for a path then. Or they already have the path because they left their white source untapped. So that is nice. And then we can save the Karn Liberated until we have a Sanctum of Ugin on the field to go get something we'd really rather play. Or they don't have a path. Interesting. Alright, well, with second Karn in hand, I don't feel the need to crack that yet because we can use the other Karn to go get something. We will go to combat because I think they're holding up Cryptic Command. Yep. And we don't want them countering and bouncing. So we will go ahead and play the Karn Liberated. Alright, it's an Archmage's Charm. Not the worst. We've got end of turn. They've got a bunch of lands this time. So they were a little, they had a mana drought last time. Looks like they may have a mana flood this time. We're going to crack this. Go grab that Sanctum of Ugin. Play out the Sanctum. Same maneuver as before. We will go ahead and swing for 6. They're going to Omen of the Sea again. Probably digging for that path, if I had to guess. Let's tap that a little differently. Alright, we'll go for the Karn Liberated. They are going to have the counterspell, which is expected. X is 4, so yep, we do only have 3, so they will get to counter it. We will sacrifice this. Grab an Ulamog. And they are in a rough spot because even if they are holding up a Cryptic Command, we're going to get to force that. So they will have to Cryptic Command, bounce a land, which it will be a decent delay tactic, but And now we have something to do, even if they do that plan. So, go to combat. Cryptic command. Oh, draw a card. Alright, well. Triggered ability. See what they want to do in response to this. Since they have the fetch land, I can't really get them off anything. So I believe what we're going to take is... But we can limit their white sources at the very least. So we'll take the snow-covered plains and the hollowed fountain. They can always Scalding Tarn to get another, but they'll take some damage if they do. Oop. There we go. I don't know why I was waiting so long on that. They really need to answer. They don't have an answer for it. All right. They are definitely in a rough spot then. Cryptic command buys them time. Nope, they didn't draw whatever they were hoping to draw. All right, well, there's another control matchup. I think it's based on 2 games right now, but it feels like the blue-white control matchup has improved for Tron because they're not really focusing on it right now. I haven't seen as many Field of Ruins, and a lot of the deck lists I've looked like aren't running the Field of Ruins. They're not running the Snapcaster Mages. If they're running the Orphan Guard here. So it's interesting. I don't really think this deck is benefiting from the Orphan Guard, but I could be wrong. There could be a matchup where they need it. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the matchup. I'd love hearing from you guys. This is Tectonic Edge, signing out.